To me, Eric, part of the reason why we went insane over COVID, and I use that word accurately because we did go insane. We're
still
insane. Okay, and I take your point, but the reason for me is because we have lost. We no longer accept the fact that we are going to die. We don't talk about it. It's a taboo, particularly in Western nations. And you see that with our celebrities, with their weird, smooth, plastic lizard faces, right? Because nobody wants to admit they're aging. Nobody wants to admit they're getting older. Nobody wants to admit that there is an end to this. So that being the case, why would you endure a moment of discomfort in this life if this is literally all you have?
Say more. I want to understand this.
Sorry?
Say more. I want to understand.
So why would you? If this is all we have, if this life is all you've got, why would you make it unpleasant? Why would you make it difficult? Why would you make it hard?
Because there's something eating at your soul. Because there's a worm inside your body whittling you out from the inside, causing you to die a little bit more every day. You think you're going to die at age 90? No, that's the final death. I told my grandfather, I said, there's a last time you do everything and you don't realize when that is. You know, I crossed the Great Himalayan Range when I was 20 or something on foot. And I thought I would be doing it regularly. That may be the only time I ever crossed the Great Himalayan Range on foot. My ankle now isn't as good as it used to be. Think about the last time you went backpacking and actually slept out under the stars. For all I know, that part of you is already dead. Now figure out how much death you can actually handle in a living body. And figure out, maybe you want to reclaim some of that, right? Maybe you want to reclaim that through having children. Maybe you want to reclaim that through their eyes. You take an ice cream cone, and boy, that ice cream cone looks good to you. And you only have one of them. And you could feed it to your kid. You're going to taste that ice cream cone so much more if you give it to your kid. Because to you, it's just an ice cream cone, right? There's a weird way in which I just think that we're not figuring out how grand this adventure is. And to your point about COVID, I don't even know how to talk about this. I could use some help. There's a meaning crisis that people who don't feel comfortable talking about religion, and I'm not a religious person, I'm an atheist, the meaning of life has gone away. You can see an amazing band at a concert. It just doesn't mean what it used to mean. We have better guitarists right now than we've ever had. And they don't mean as much as they meant in the 70s when we were having idiotic arguments whether Clapton, Page, or Hendrix was the greatest guitarist of all time. I don't know what's going on with this. Things are not attaching in the sense of meaning. The greatest quote, and I'm searching for it everywhere, somebody out there help me. There was a woman in a Doors documentary who said the words, "Back then we didn't realize it was just music." I can't tell you how profound that was to me. The idea was she later realized it was just music. But for a period of time, she was able to attach that feeling of meaning, of transcendence, of permanence, of something, to something she was experiencing at the Whiskey A Go-Go on the Sunset Strip. We can't attach that feeling of meaning almost at all. There's something about the phone that has rewired our brain. We call it a phone, even though mostly we don't call anybody on it. We go back and forth between a screen and a person, a screen and a person. It rewires our minds. And in the end, we can't feel our own children, or we can't remember our first kiss. I don't know what's going on with that.